Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is OG Stricknine. I want to come to y'all to talk to y'all about just keeping the faith. I know we face with a number of issues in our life. Sometimes we face with things we don't know how the outcome is going to be. We don't know how we're going to get through it. But I'm here to tell you, from experience, trust in God, don't doubt. These are faith testing days and a faith testing time. Our faith is being tested, believers, because we hear a lot of negative things about God, and a lot of doubt about God and His Word, and it kind of trips me out sometimes because they try to make it seem like God ain't up on top of hills. God created us. He created the world. He created the Word. He even said in the Word that people would tamper with the Word and what man would do. So He already know that. But some people want to take it upon themselves to try to say this and say that. It's the way it's the way the world is now, man. It's just the evil times. And we cannot allow ourselves to give Satan credit all the time by the devil this and the devil that, because we have the power and the ability as believers to be able to overpower the enemy through the blood. So always remember that. Don't never fall victim to the point where you're always giving credit to the devil doing this to me, the devil doing that to me. Let me tell you something. Satan can't do nothing that you don't allow him to do. It's simple as that. If you allow him to do it to you, he'll do it to you. But it's all about being for real, okay? Being real with God, that's the most important thing. Having your relationship with God, not basing your relationship off of what somebody told you or trying to steer you in the direction of God. You got to have your own relationship with God. God has open, extended arms to you, just like He did me, and just like He do any believer. It's an open invitation. Only thing you have to do is call Him in. That's it. Don't feel like that you too messed up. Don't feel that you too strung out on drugs. Don't feel that you too far in the streets. Don't feel that you too deep in the prostitution game. Whatever it is, don't feel like you're too deep, because God always has extended arms opening to you. People is judgmental, but God is not judgmental towards you. God give you chance after chance after chance. People won't. Okay, so trust in God, talk to God, and He will help you through. Keep the faith. I'm gonna tell you something. When God show you the truth, the enemy will do anything, and he'll use anybody to try to take it away from you. He'll try to come up with all kind of philosophies, and he'll try to come with all kind of schemes and tactics to try to make you doubt this and doubt that. But in these days right here, that's why you got to know God for yourself. You got to know that you know that you know. And the only way you're going to know is through the Spirit. Okay? Test the Spirit by the Spirit, whether they are of God. Test the Spirit by the Spirit, whether they are of God. They let you know. God is telling you, you got to watch everybody. You got to make sure you have your God game face on at all times, making sure that you know that you know that you know. Don't put your belief and don't put your destiny in another man's hand. See what I'm saying? Put it in God's hands, but not a man's hand. That's what a lot of y'all falling victim to. Y'all having an opening ear and an opening heart to man, but not to God. That's why people can deceive a lot of people and throw a bunch of bull off on them, and they're gonna fall for it. You know what I'm saying? My sheep know my voice. Feel me? All that you need to know is in the Word of God. Only thing you have to do is read. You got to read the Word. You got to know the Word. So when these things come to you, you'll be able to identify what it is. Is this God or is this the enemy? But if you don't read and have your own relationship with him, how would you know? It'll be easy for you to be bamboozled. So faith is really important to have these days. These are some trying times. These are some deceiving times where that you can't get caught up in your emotions, spiritual war type deal. Your emotions will lead you wrong, but the spirit will never lead you wrong. There's a lot of death going on, a lot of situations going on with people's health, a lot of situations going on financially. The president, he's causing a lot of karma, but we already had it. The United States already had that, so he really not doing nothing but just, putting gasoline on the fire, if you know what I mean. But your faith is very important. It's very important. So you have to make sure that you tighten up on your faith. You have to make sure that you stay in the face of God and know that you know that you know. Because the enemy is on the uprise right now, and he has his little people out here in the world, and man, they are putting it down. They making people think that homosexuality is okay. They making people think that hatred is okay. They making people, even like Ku Klux Klan. Let's put it down, like the Klan. Now, you had the Ku Klux Klan now. They out here killing people because of their color. But then they still want to stand behind the cross and talk about Jesus Christ. See what I'm saying? That's not adding up to the Word of God. They are being deceived by the enemy. Because how can you believe in God, but you inflict harm on people because of their skin color? But you want to say that you believe in God. You see how the enemy tried to deceive people, to make people think that they serving God when they're not serving God, they serving him. So you have to be careful and make sure that you know which God that you're speaking of when you say you're serving God. You better be careful, because it's a deceiving time. And the enemy is at your faith, and God is trying to help his people to build up their faith so they won't be deceived. This OG Stricknine coming to you. Y'all keep y'all head up. I love y'all. Y'all hold it down. Stay soldiers in the war. Peace.